This is News 6 Tonight.
And welcome to the Wednesday edition of News 6 Tonight.
Here we are.
We are halfway through the week. Incredible already. I don't know where the time is going. Thank you for making a little bit of time for us to catch
Melissa
up.
Riley joining us.
Oh,
We're
hey,
doing
Melissa.
great. Good to see you
nice
tonight.
to see you. Thank you for saying hello. And thank you for making time to join us and catch up on some of the day's headlines. You know, I say, I can't believe it's already midweek. I can't believe it's already January 7th. How many busted resolutions are out there already?
Ooh, 1 week in, they say like 90% are done after 2 weeks.
90%. But let me tell you somebody who's keeping a resolution, our governor.
Yeah.
He had an idea of something he wanted to do.
He sticks to things.
Yeah.
No matter whether you like him or not, he does what he says he's going to do. And the governor called for a special session for redistricting today. This is something he is very passionate about. I know all the kids are at home talking about redistricting.
It's so sexy.
It is a sexy story. I know they almost gave it a boring name so that you wouldn't think about it much. But this is really huge. It could decide who controls the U.S. House. We're not talking about the Florida House. We're talking about the U.S. House in future years. So Republicans think that if they could change the districts, make it just right, and everything goes their way. Things have changed since the last election. They're kind of going on older numbers, but they think that they could maybe gain 5 U.S. House seats.
That's huge.
In Congress, a very tightly contested Congress
It's huge.
these days. Yeah, that's very big. So today, Governor DeSantis gave us an update on his plan for a special session to try to make this happen. Here's what he said.
We also need to see our population has changed so much in the last 4 or 5 years. We need to get apportioned properly, and people deserve equal representation. And so we look forward to being able to work with the legislature to get that across the finish line. I know there's a lot of people that are excited in both the House and the Senate to be able to do it.
So he keeps saying our population has changed a lot since 2020, since when the census was taken, which that is true. But when I was at the meeting where they were talking about the redistricting
Just last month.
in Tallahassee, they said they're going to go by the census numbers. You have to still go by those numbers.
Yeah.
They're not going to retake a census. So he keeps saying that, and I'm not sure what he's getting at with that, because they literally said in the meeting, we still have to go by the numbers from the census.
Does he want to redo? I don't think we can do that.
That's not in the budget.
Yeah.
That would cost a
lot of money. Yeah.
And that's a federal thing, not a state thing. So I don't really understand what he's getting at with that. And when I went to Tallahassee last month, I happened to be up there for this meeting. I didn't know who else was going to show. And I found busloads of people from the villages who
This
are
is why it matters.
very passionate about this. And they are, many of them, angry about this being a mid-cycle attempt. So this is a very rare thing. It does not happen. Usually you just go by the census, and then 2 years later, the districts are redrawn, and that's what you get. Well, this is in the middle of that we just had these districts change in 2022. So here's what some of them said when I met them in Tallahassee.
Our work as a committee and as a legislative body is not directed by the work of other states or partisan gamesmanship. We may ultimately...
Yeah, so that was in that meeting. That was filled with many of these people from the villages and all over the state who came to protest. They didn't even get to talk in the meeting. Some of them drove.
They drove
3
hours
just to sit there, and I don't think they knew it was going to be a listening session, but
They got an earful.
Here are some
that's
of the
for sure.
folks as they were there to protest. It
I
was a
mean,
packed house. They had to turn people away.
The population has changed because when we had COVID in 2020, a lot of people wanted to live in Florida because, and that's why we have the free state of Florida signs when you come across the border now. Our state barely closed down, and a lot of people are like, I don't want to be on lockdown. I want to be in Florida. And our numbers started increasing like crazy. And those are people who think, okay, this, and they tend to vote a certain way. I'm not trying to generalize, but a lot of people just want to do what they want to do. And it's like, no lockdowns. And the governor made it clear. It's like, something like this happens, it's like, we're just going to, be safe, but we're going to be free too.
Yeah. So
it'll be interesting.
This is going to be fascinating to see how it plays out. A lot of people, when they look at this issue and they see the governor, we're about to go into our legislative session. And the House, the Speaker, Daniel Perez, has said, we want to redraw these maps now. The governor is saying, we need to wait. We need to do this later, after our session in April, to figure out what the Supreme Court's going to do, because there's this case out of Louisiana that is testing the Voting Rights Act, which is something that allows you to shape and massage districts to put more minority majority districts on the books. Because when you look at the state, you'll see some strange looking districts.
They're drawn.
We used
really
to have Corinne Brown's
weird.
district.
Yeah.
That one got switched, but they look strange. But it's to give more minority voters more of a voice. And so if you spread those out and dilute them into other districts, there might not be
as much.
It would weigh more Republican, is what they think. So we'll have to see what happens with this big Supreme Court case.
Okay, something we don't have to wait to see what happens because we have body cam video of it actually happening. This is a crazy story out of Volusia County. It's Port Orange. And I love the perspective of body cam because you get it from the POV of the officer doing the work. And this officer was called in to investigate somebody who was on a bicycle who people thought had been shoplifting in other stores. And when he caught up with him, he gave him full warning. Like, if you don't stop pedaling away from me,
I'll get you.
I'm gonna tackle
I'm coming
you.
for you,
You're
bud.
gonna get tackled. Well, that officer was true to his word because the guy kept pedaling. Here's the thing that I think: if the officer had said, "If you don't stop, I'm going to shoot you," maybe he would have stopped. But to hear somebody say, "I'm gonna tackle you," maybe this guy's like, how bad could it be? Roll it.
Pretty bad.
Stop or you're gonna get tackled. Why? Oh my God.
Oh, God.
That's how bad. That's how bad it could be. And so you're looking at the takedown of Clarence Calmer. They say investigators received report that someone was stealing stuff in the area, and police tried to stop the suspect verbally, as you heard, and eventually the officer gave the guy a cold shoulder right into the pavement, handcuffed him. He was arrested, and he has several items in his backpack that they found that people had reported stolen, and also he had some items in his pants. But, the officer warned him.
This is
you see him taking the
this
stuff out of the
officer
backpack.
is getting calls from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And,
Right now, the Miami Dolphins desperately need somebody who can
everybody's
tackle
calling
like
this guy.
that. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was interesting to watch it because this guy must be the slowest bike rider I've ever seen.
Was it
because
an electric bike?
I think it was just a bike, and he was not pedaling hard enough to escape this officer's
No, because look,
sprint. Oof.
that hurts to watch it,
Yeah.
but it could have been worse if the officer had used deadly force, right? Because
This
he
is
was
true.
warned. He was warned, and I appreciate the fact that the officer said, "I'm going to tackle you if you keep doing what you're doing." He kept doing it.
And he got
There are consequences.
trucked by that officer. Crazy video.
Yeah.
Well, every parent has this talk with their kids, right? No matter who you are, I have 3 daughters, it's always, once they get to be a certain age, when someone is driving up next to you, if they offer you candy or tell you, "Hey, your parents told me to pick you up,"
Nope.
you never get in the car. Well, a 17-year-old was walking around, and this guy, she said, "I'll give you $300 to get in my car." And she's like,
Weird.
"Are you crazy?" No. First off, I don't think that $300 is coming. There's something much worse is.
Yeah.
And then she said no. She says he got angry and actually got out and grabbed her arm.
It's crazy.
They think they've caught this guy, and our community correspondent Stephanie Rodriguez has the update on this story.
Gregory Lockwood appeared in court from the Lake County Jail. The 55-year-old is accused of trying to abduct the 17-year-old by driving near her, asking her where was the best place to get a drink. According to police, Lockwood then offered her $300 to get in his vehicle. But when the victim declined, Eustis police say Lockwood became angry, which frightened the young girl, who ran away.
Luckily, he didn't have the car door open, where he was out of the car. We could have grabbed her, probably physically. He's a big guy. He could have grabbed her and threw her in the car. Thank God that didn't happen. Thank God the girl was able to get away.
Lockwood was arrested Tuesday after police say surveillance images of his SUV helped identify him. For residents, the incident underscores the importance of remaining alert.
I also hope that this creates awareness because there are a lot of minors and children that live throughout this community.
Lockwood cannot have any contact with the victim or her parents. He's due back in court next month.
So an interesting story is, you hear these, we put them on the news when they happen,
Yeah.
of somebody allegedly trying to pick up a child. This one's a 17-year-old, so it's not
But
on
still,
on the
he's a
younger
good side. They were saying like
Big
he
guy.
is a big guy, and a 17-year-old. The fact that she had the wherewithal to like snatch her arm away and then go get help. Because the one thing they tell you is never give up the freedom of being outside of that vehicle. Because once you're inside that vehicle, they have full control. I don't know if you remember the story we did a few months ago. A woman stopped some guy from robbing the store, or tried to, and he wasn't happy with just robbing the store. He
remember.
tried to take her and put her in the truck. That woman fought
She
for
kicked
her
and
life,
screamed,
and she did, and got attention. And so it was not taken in that truck as he was trying to do. But thank goodness that 17-year-old was strong enough and smart enough to know, don't get in this car with this man.
She listened to her dad.
She
That's also $300. That's a weird thing to say.
Well, and asking her where the nearest liquor store is too. She's a child.
Yeah.
Why would she know? I mean, she may not look like she's 17, but still, why are you asking
Something's a
people?
little strange.
You've
They
got
they can get smarter about it. The ones that creep me out.
Well, don't give them advice.
Well, I don't want to give anybody advice, but I'm saying the ones that I've told my daughter. 'Cause no, my daughters, you could tell them you're going to give them $1 million. You're not going to get your car.
Yeah.
But if they said, "Hey, something happened to your dad,"
Yeah,
and he said
yeah.
for me to pick you up, I'm
No.
his friend. Yeah.
No way.
Does that they can be tricky about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. All right, so great advice.
Yeah.
All right, stay with us because when we come back, we have two stories that one's going to scare you because there was some unusual fireworks inside someone's car at a school that caused them to be
Yeah,
on
weird
hold
story.
for
We're still
today.
waiting
Very
for some
weird.
answers on that.
And the other thing is we're going to find out how much Matt can actually bench press when we come back.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, and he got the latest from the show just a little while ago, I think. So we'll make sure we have that for News 6 tonight. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We know you're busy, but news doesn't stop, and neither do we.
That's right. And this is News 6 Tonight, where we leverage this entire busy newsroom with our community correspondents, our producers, our content desk, and then we filter through that. We have a casual conversation about the news that impacts Central Florida.
Yeah, we live here in the community, and we rely on you for our neighborhood network because you're our eyes and ears as well, and we can't do it without you.
So you can watch us all over the place, YouTube, News 6 Plus app, and clickorlando.com. While you're here, feel free to engage. Let us know who you are and where you're from.
Welcome back to News 6 Tonight, everybody. There's nothing worse, I think, for parents than getting a call or a text from your child's school saying that something is going on. I can't
Horrifying.
even imagine what that would feel like. And your first instinct is you want to go to that school and go get your kid, which is what a lot of parents end up doing. We had an incident in Flagler County at Matanzas High School today where there was a suspicious car, and this is the second time that they've seen this vehicle. And today it said suspicious fireworks in it. Inside.
Yeah, it was like
and we
changed
we-
fire, something with
modified,
Yeah.
and we still haven't gotten to the bottom of what that actually means. But they brought in like a bomb sniffing dog, and they had bomb specialists come to the school, and they put the school on a hold today. And they had the situation under control from the beginning, which was really, really good. And they figured out early on, okay, this isn't a threat to the students right now, but we're going to keep this hold until we get the all clear. And they started releasing the students and like the ones who have the bus ride or the cars in a certain way, just staggered and told, do not come and get your kids. Everything's under control. But they're still trying to figure out, like, what was this and what was this person, what was the intention of having this vehicle on campus. And the fact that it was a known vehicle to authorities is even more alarming. I'm just glad it didn't end up some kind of way that was worse, because we've had incidents where things can go sideways in something like this. But the sheriff says they got a search warrant and that the canines went around this car. And, you know, when they alert, the dogs let you know. There's a certain way they let you know that they alert. And those dogs did alert. There's Sheriff Rick Staley. Do we have his sound, what he's saying? So let's listen to what he has to say.
We work so close together with the school district to ensure kids are safe. And that's why we take it serious. If we get information that a vehicle here that might have something in this, an explosive or IED type, we're going to handle that the way it needs to be handled so that we make sure that everybody is safe.
Yeah, so that particular vehicle that they were talking about had been linked to 2 suspicious incidents just this week, and it's Wednesday.
Yeah, it seems strange to use the word modified firework. I've thought about
Is it
that
a Molotov
all
cocktail?
day.
What is it?
We've heard that, but so this is a campus, a high school campus.
Yeah.
I would
Kansas High
expect that maybe, and they said there have been some recent incidents, so it sounds like maybe at school during lunchtime or at some point, somebody's been lighting off some fireworks.
Well, we just celebrated the new year, so maybe
they
had
probably
some stuff
had some
left
left over.
Yeah.
They found it in the garage.
But still, this is not the place to do that.
No, you
kids.
can't do that at a high school.
You
Are you
know.
kidding me? In this day and age?
Oh my gosh!
Much less. I mean, fireworks are dangerous anyway, but people worry that it
Bringing
could be
it to us-
gunshots. So obviously,
Terrible.
they brought out the dogs and they were ready for the next
Yeah.
time. And they probably had some intel on which vehicle was holding
for
these things.
100%. So thankfully that ended peacefully, but I'm sure there is still some more information to be revealed on that. And as soon as we get it, we'll let you know what they have found.
All right, so tell me, Ginger, what would be the person if you saw him at a bar? Like a
Idris
celebrity?
Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah,
You don't have to finish this sentence.
She does talk about him quite a bit. So say you see Idris Elba
Yes.
at the bar.
Yes.
You have a couple of options here. You could buy him a drink.
Okay.
You could get his autograph. Or you could throw him over your shoulders and do squats with him. Which one would you choose?
Well, first, I would like to work out a little bit more and be a little
Could
stronger.
you squat Idris Elba? That's the better question.
I don't think I could squat. I could definitely drag him out. But I'm pretty sure
By
I
his
can.
beautiful hair. So there's a woman at a bar, and she sees Jags quarterback Trevor Lawrence. This guy
Who does have long flowing
he
locks.
does have some great hair. You could pull him out of the bar by his hair. He's big, 6'6", 220.
Yeah.
He is having
Solid.
a fantastic,
Not an ounce of fat on
pretty
him.
well built, I would say. So this girl sees him at a bar, and instead of just being like a normal human being, she decides, hey, can I squat you? And in a shocking revelation, he actually says yes and agrees to this. I think we have some video here.
Oh, my God.
I was waiting for the friend, and out walks Trevor Lawrence. And instead of asking for a picture, I asked to squat him instead.
What was his reaction?
His reaction was very shocked. He looked at me and asked if I was being serious, and I said, I very much am.
What was his reaction after you put him down?
After I put him down, he stood there for a second and, whoa, you're a very strong woman. I said, thanks, I work out.
Look how much bigger he is.
Oh my gosh.
Than her.
And she's a disabled veteran. I don't know what her disability is, but she's a veteran, and they described her as a disabled vet. But I give her so much credit for what she did. First of all, Trevor Lawrence, they may be going to the Super Bowl. I don't want to say too much or jinx them.
Don't jinx them.
I don't want to. But
They look good.
What if this
They look
woman
good.
had fallen with him,
cracked his head
and
open,
something happened or broke something? Oh my! I'm sure there's now going to be a clause in
No
his
squatting
contract.
in
No,
bars.
no being squatted by some random lady who has to squat you.
I'll tell you what, it makes me think Trevor Lawrence is a pretty cool guy.
I love him.
I don't know.
Have you seen video of him coming out of the Waffle House or being in the Waffle House, and people after a win they go to the
no.
Waffle
They go
House
to the
sometimes?
Waffle House?
Yes.
Oh, that's
what
fun.
a regular guy thing to do.
Yeah, he's not a regular guy.
No, but
he's a
he's-
superhuman, crazy talented athlete.
Yeah,
but it's good
26 years old. I
He'll
love
do
him.
regular guy things.
Yeah,
like let a girl
that's pretty
squat
amazing.
him. I'd be worried.
I don't know if that's a regular guy thing.
My
or-
favorite comment on this was somebody said she just wanted to know what it was like to have the team on her back.
She carried the team.
She carried the whole team on her back.
She can say that for the rest
Just
of her life.
Just like you do every day here on News 6 Tonight.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Are you going to squat me now? That was no. I think
no.
our boss would kill us. And you couldn't do it. All right, let's get
challenge accepted. Let's just bring in meteorologist Michelle Morgan to get us out of this. Michelle, I know. She's shaking her head. Michelle, this is what happens every night here. We're happy to see you. Please get us out of this situation.
Happy to see you too.
Please put in the comments how much you can squat. Okay.
Oh, I'd like to know. Michelle, you're in good shape. How much can you squat, you think?
I don't know.
You don't do squats?
My son is 60 pounds.
60 pounds? Okay, then at least that. At least that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have learned that I've aged out of squats.
Your knees have aged out.
My whole bottom half and part of my top half has aged out of squats. I gave those up a few months ago, actually.
I used to squat 180 in college.
Oh.
So because I was a cheerleader,
okay.
and I had to lift up the girls. So
okay.
You were the bottom of the pyramid?
Yeah, because I'm too tall to fly.
She's tall.
Oh.
She's too tall to fly.
Too
I
tall.
feel you, Michelle. I feel you, Michelle.
Ginger would not be flying anywhere.
Yeah. What's below the bottom of that pyramid? Because that's where I would be.
She can barely fit on a plane, much less the top of a pyramid. She's a tall person.
I'm not Shaquille O'Neal. My God, I'm 6 feet tall. Jeez.
I'm exaggerating. So tell us about this weather. It was a warm one today. I played pickleball around noon, and I think I just stopped sweating about 12 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, it was really warm today. You know, it's January and temperatures were once again above average in the 80s, and many of us got up into the upper 70s. So we're going to keep that trend going for a couple more days before a cold front arrives Sunday into Monday. But we could be near record heat Friday and Saturday, where temperatures are in the middle 80s. So if you thought it was warm today, it's going to get even warmer as we wrap up the work week, Matt. And then heading into the weekend, it's going to be gorgeous. Really no rain in the forecast. And, you know, we are in our dry season. And then that cold front is going to move through Sunday into Monday. And that is going to bring in the colder air from the north. And we'll be waking up in the 40s Monday morning. So I don't know about you guys, but my boots, they've just been sitting there collecting dust. So I'm looking forward to it, to wear my cute boots.
Yeah, because, you know, well, we all want to because they do get dusty. You only get a few times a year to wear it. And so our time to shine is coming up. But that was a great late spring, early summer forecast you just gave for the next couple of days. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then we're going to be, you know, below average for a couple of days next week. And, of course, I'll have that full forecast during the 10 and the 11. So
all right.
Okay.
Check us
out.
Keep
that in mind.
We'll see you then. We'll work on our
9:30
squats.
tonight. But yes,
work on your
squats during the 9:30.
Thank
and then
you, Michelle.
check her out at 10 with the full forecast.
All right, when we come back, we're going to have a story. You know I love this story so much. Some high school kids got a big old gift. We're going to talk about it when we come back.
Life changer.
Welcome to News 6 Tonight. We are so thankful that you're joining us here wherever you found us.
Yeah, you know what this tells me? If you have made this your new streaming destination, it tells me you're smart. Also good looking, because you chose to watch the news in a different way. That makes you really smart. Anybody can give you the news from a teleprompter or an old newspaper. We do it in a fresh new way.
That's right. So check us out wherever you like to stream. We have this app for your TV, News 6 Plus. You can find it on Roku and Amazon and whatever your smart TV is cooking. So thank you. We would love to hear your comments down below.
My gosh. Yeah.
And then we'll show them.
Yeah, we will. News 6 Plus. The plus is you.
Ooh.
Welcome back, everybody. As a person who had to pay back a lot of college loans, let me tell you, this next story brings my heart so much joy. Yeah. The student body at Jones High School today got a gift that will give for years to come, and they don't have to give anything back except they got to just get some knowledge. That's all. Our community correspondent, Mark Lehman, has the story.
Every student, a full tuition scholarship.
I'm absolutely stoked.
Jesus Salinas was among the entire student body at Jones High School, nearly 1,600 of them, all learning they're getting free tuition to Valencia College.
I mean, hearing them actually saying that we have a full ride to Valencia, that's like, man, my heart was beating back there.
I'm really excited, and I'm excited for the students who felt like there's no option.
The surprise coming through donors to the Valencia College Foundation, including Lift Orlando, the nonprofit dedicated to strengthening historic neighborhoods around Camping World Stadium. The scholarships can be used toward an associate degree or hands-on technical training programs at Valencia.
Man, I feel like actually determined to actually go to college now.
An opportunity many thought wouldn't be possible, but is now fueling motivation and hope.
Thank you, really. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
That's the part that gets me, the gratitude. That it's not lost on that young man. So congratulations to all of them, and look forward to
a lot of lives to be changed.
It really is,
to
the
not
whole
be
student body.
Tens of thousands of dollars in debt.
Oh my gosh, it's life-changing.
Hey, thank you for watching. You've changed our lives here on News
for the
6
better
tonight. Yes, absolutely. That's what I meant. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Bye.